Happy Friday. I am feeling good. My voice is not all the way back, but I'm definitely feeling good. So hang on. We're about to have a good day. All right. So I've been talking to Mom. She knows how I eat and what I eat, and talking to her about, if the weather gets bad. So today is Thursday. So you'll see this on Saturday. So we kind of talked about some things, and on Saturday, as you're watching this, I've got some things that I'm going to be making sure I get ready. So I'm going to label this card Saturday. Now another card I'm going to call Sunday. So we'll start with Sunday for a minute, because this is going to be if the power. Hang on, let me switch the other way so my hand don't block you. Like I've told y'all over the years, where I live, one person explained it like there's a dome over where I live, so the bad weather just kind of passes us. So we will, 90% of the time, we don't get the pretty snow. We get the ice. And so just in preparation, in case the power goes off, I was talking to Mom about some things I want to do. And so I'm writing down things I'll do if the power goes out. So Sunday, I have 2 coolers. And so if the power goes out, I will take anything perishable. So like my waters, my coffee, my condiments, all that can stay in the refrigerator. But things like my cream, like the dairy cream, those will go in a cooler. Yogurt. So that's the kind of stuff that I will put into my cooler. And my back porch area, the enclosed back porch, it is not insulated. Now it doesn't freeze, but it does stay very cold. So I'll put the coolers back in there, so then that way it'll stay cold. And then Mom said to take, I had those big old 5-pound things of frozen burger. She said that's a frozen ice block. So I'll put 1 per cooler of the 5-pound beef log. So that will keep all those things protected. And she said if I reach in and I notice that something's like, they're starting to get a lot defrosted, just grab another one from the freezer and pop it in there. Because so anyway, so that's kind of what my thought process is for Sunday. I got flashlights and candles, so I'm not not so worried about that part. My light outside is flickering. Huh. It's blinking off and on. I better go turn that off. Hang on just a second. It's been a motion light for 13 years, but all of a sudden, like this last time around, I changed the light bulb and it ain't motioning. But anyway, so, all right, so that's our Sunday thought process. Don't know if it'll happen. We'll just see how it goes. My Saturday, what I plan on doing Saturday is I'm going to, double checking, I might cook up a couple burgers. I can eat burgers or steak in a cooked state, but just not warm. I eat cold burgers all the time. So I'm going to cook burgers. So I'll take some of my frozen burgers out of the freezer and I'll cook some burgers, and put in fridge. So that'll be that. But then I'm going to go to Walmart. And Mom had said, I talked to her about getting more water. She's like, well, honey, you got 9 jugs back there. I'm like, okay, fine. Because between me and the dogs, we'd need about 1 gallon a day. Maybe a little less if it's cold. But anyway, so I'm not going to pick up anymore. But like she said, because if it doesn't happen, then I got extra water. But if it does happen, she's like, being the fact that we live in town, the longest she's ever gone is 2 days. I swear it was a little bit longer than that. But that was back when I lived in Jackson. But anyway, so I have enough water to last us at least a week. So, but I am going to go to Walmart. So I'm going to put on here Walmart. And I plan on picking up some pork rinds. I have some, but I'll pick up some more pork rinds. Again, just something I can eat on. I have peanut butter that's for the dogs, but I can eat it too. I've got 2 unopened ones, so I won't do that. I thought about maybe picking up some kind of dip to go with the pork rinds, like kind of like that bacon cheddar one that I had. So I'm gonna put dip ? I'm gonna get some lunch meat and cheese, and then milk. Oh, yeah, I know what I wrote down. Y'all are gonna be rolling your eyes, but I don't care. Mixed nuts. Yes, I am. Because if power goes out, I'm gonna need them. If the power stays on, I'm gonna need them. So mixed nuts. I was gonna get ice, but I don't want that. I'm gonna pick up a couple of those low carb tortilla shells because I could slap some peanut butter on that, some lunch meat and cheese on that. So tortilla shells. I'll say times 2, buddy. I know you're mad. Don't need peanut butter and produce. So I'm gonna get I'll say produce for room temp. So I'm thinking things like jicama. And so Saturday I'm also gonna have to process veggies. And that also means making up salads. So so we're thinking I could buy rutabaga because I could cut that up and have that, kind of like I do carrots. I could have rutabaga. I could buy a jicama. I could buy, I don't know. I'll look at the produce and see because I could buy some zucchini or cucumber and that would be okay if it wasn't like freezing cold in the refrigerator. So that's kind of my prep work for what I'm going to do on Saturday. I just wanted to keep y'all in the loop because today is going to be your Saturday. Wait. Oh, no. Tomorrow's Friday. Oh, this is your Sunday. So you will have known what I did on Saturday on Sunday. So, yeah. Sorry. I forgot. This is Thursday evening that I'm recording this on. So, yeah. So that's my game plan. I got a game plan I feel good about for if the weather gets bad. All right, I got to pet this boy. He's feeling traumatic. He's mad. He's got his collar on. I won't let him get up to the fence, and that's because I'm tired of his shenanigans. I put some bricks down in the holes that he dug. Little twerp. So, all right, I'll see you in the morning at breakfast or brunch or whenever I see you next. You know what makes me so aggravated? Look at that time. I don't have to start my job till 8 o'clock, but look at that time. Dadgummit, I unloaded the dishwasher, reloaded the dishwasher, piddled around. I'm telling you, even when I try to come into work later, that's as late as I come. Sometimes, on first day back on Tuesday, I got here at 7:20. But I try to come in late, and I can't come in. Not late. I try to come in closer to 8 o'clock, but I just can't do it. I got a problem. I have a time management problem, y'all. What up, home cheese? That's what we used to say when we were younger. Home cheese. We also used to say home skillet. I don't know where we heard them things. Probably something on TV. You know how kids are. You hear something on TV, and that's just something you say all the time. Okay. I don't remember. I'll find out. I know. I talk to myself even when I'm not on camera. My poor staff. They never know if I'm talking to you, them, or me. Sometimes they'll be like, "Are you talking to us?" I'm like, "No, I'm talking to Terry." They're like, "Okay." Poor folks. They never know what's going on. So when I made my salads this time, I don't think I told y'all. I made them last weekend. I used cabbage. Oh, that reminds me. I need to pick up something. Hang on. I brought my little list of stuff to, for the storm that I'm going to pick up Saturday morning. Broccoli, slaw, and cabbage. Slaw. Okay. So, anyway, I brought it because if I have any, y'all, you're going down. Anyway, so if I have any brilliant brainstorms, I'll be able to write it on my little dealie. listen, our power probably ain't even going to go off. It's probably just going to be a little bit of rain, and it'll be above 30 degrees, and we'll get nothing after I get all excited and go buy some things. But that's okay. That's how it is where I live. We are literally, so if you happen to look at a map of Missouri, I don't know if I can show you, but it's kind of a juga juga juga. And then where you see there's the boot heel, and then there's this little out pouch right above the boot heel. Well, we're that little out pouch right above the boot heel. There's a bunch of them, but there's kind of like an extra little bloop on the southeast side. Anyway, so that line of weather is literally over where we live. So, so they prep us, they tell us all this stuff's coming. But like I said, it's usually like the pretty stuff usually stops like about 30 miles north of us at Perryville. And then we just get the rain. But we're on a line of where it's warmer. So for some reason, it's like warmer down here. And so we just don't know what we're getting. But anyway, so yeah. So if you see Missouri and the weather we're having, let's see, Friday, Saturday. Oh, today's Sunday. Hi. So if you look at the weather map and you see they're talking about this area, just know we're that little out pouch, and it's literally the line goes across us. So it may be good, it may be bad, no idea. But anyway, where was I? Oh, so my salads, they're cabbage, broccoli slaw. I got a jicama. I want to get another jicama because I ate the one I had. Jicama. And some jicama and tomatoes and some red onions. Oh, dang it. I'm going to pick up red onions too. And tomatoes. Don't need tomatoes. Red onion. Because Saturday I'm going to have to meal prep like normal. Okay? Or make my salads like normal. Because if nothing happens, I'll be at work on Monday eating my salad. But if something doesn't happen, or does happen, I'll be at home eating my salad. So that's my salad. Hang on just a second. Last night, man, I was good to today, Terry. I had my skillet and still had a lot of that, the tallow and stuff in it. Remnants from the steak I made and burger I made for yesterday. So before I went to bed, I cooked this up, and it was about a pound of 93% that I defrosted and then refroze in a patty. Nope. Terry didn't season it. Or if she did, she didn't do a good job of it. I'm going to put a little, hey there, Creole. Something, I haven't sang that song to y'all in a while. Something, something, something. Might be a little dust on the bottle. But something gets sweeter with time. It might be a little dust on the bottle. Don't let it fool you about what's inside. All right, let's take this bite. Much better. That old 93%. It's just so dry. I eat it, but yeah, it's like chicken. Gotta choke it down. Anyway, so that's my lunch, and I'll see you at Leper. Bye. Y'all, let me tell you about my abusive mother. Oh, hang on. Let me just tell you about my abusive mother. I have worked at the same place for 13 years. And for 13 years, I get off at 4:30. And for 13 years, on that drive home, I call my mother. I call her today, and I said, hey, girl, what you doing? She's like, I'm with Sharon. I'm like, oh, Well, what are you and Sharon doing? We're planning a trip for the summer. Judith. Now, this last trip they went through some cockamamie fake place. I said, are you going with such and such, which is one I know they use? No, we're not going with them. I said, who are you going with? She said, we're going with, I don't know, whatever travel company out of St. Louis. I said, are you sure they're on the up and up? She said, yeah. I said, because let me tell you, if you're going to be spending my inheritance money, you better be spending it on a real place. So not only do I have to check and make sure she goes with a good company, I call her at 4:30 every day. Every day she knows I call her at 4:30. She is supposed to be at home waiting on my phone call every day at 4:30. That is her job as my mother. 13 years. That is her job as my mother. To listen to me talk and coach me through various issues that I have. That is her role. I am not off the teat yet. She needs to just, the umbilical cord has not been severed. So she needs to just know her role, stay at home, and be ready for my phone call. And that's what I got to say about it. Supper tonight, I kind of went all out. Well, I'm telling you now, I'm about tired of these squash veggies, but I'm eating them. They're just mushy. I'm kind of tired of the taste, but that's all right. I'm eating them. So my veggies, they still taste good, but the longer you freeze them, the squishier they get. All right. And then, of course, I've got my little Greek salad. You see, listen, I need my sustenance because tomorrow morning, I'm going to face the people of Walmart. I was this close. This close. But I left at 7 and I need to come home to the dogs. I was this close to going to Walmart just to watch the people. Even though I was going to go in the morning. Because I know people are going to be scrambling. And they said that there was no parking at, I think they said Schnucks. I don't know. And then the pharmacy pickup was like all the way around the building. It's a hot mess. So I took some chicken and I cooked it up in my cast iron skillet. And I know I got the new air fryer. And then I made what do they call it? What's the fancy name for bacon? I know chicken is pollo, but that's carne. When you go to an Italian restaurant and it has Alfredo, give me a minute. Carne? No, I'm mixing up my nationalities. Alfredo with bacon. There's a name for it. Well, anyway, I put some chicken and bacon and Alfredo sauce. It's the jarred kind. I ain't that extravagant. But to help me feel fancy, carne? No, I keep saying that. Con broccoli. I know y'all yell at the screen. Something con broccoli. Alfredo. I thought it starts with a C. Ziggy. What is the Italian name for bacon?
Bacon, in Italian, is pancetta.
No, that ain't what I'm looking for. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, so this is bacon. Because I used to get it. Mushroom. Anyway, so this is my Alfredo with chicken and bacon. Here's where I get real fancy. Hang on just a second. Alfredo. Anyway, so I took a tortilla Then I buttered it, and I put it in my cast iron skillet. Some places it's crispy, some places it's chewy. But I'm getting fancy. Yep. Well, that's a little tough, but let me tell you something. Have you had them rolls at those fancy Italian restaurants? The tops up are hard as a brick bat. So that's just as fancy. I got root beer with my electrolytes. It really does help drinking electrolytes at supper. Oh, and Miss Ma'am down there, she's fussing. Now tonight, my creamy, I had forgotten to tell you about last night, is cookies and cream with caramel. Yep. Now listen, I can't promise nothing, but I'm going to try to take y'all to Walmart tomorrow morning to go looking for the, some shelf-stable stuff. Hopefully all the people will be in things like the chip aisle and the frozen pizza aisle. But I'm looking for whatever I got on my list. So hopefully all the other stuff. I got plenty of toilet paper, plenty of paper towels. It's going to be exciting. But I'll try to take y'all with me, but I'll try not to be at the faces. I'll see what I can show you. But anyway, so my plan tomorrow is Saturday. So my plan is on Saturday and then Sunday, putting it all together and having one video, not for Saturday day of what I eat, but for how I'm going to prepare for the big snowstorm. But it ain't happening. I'm telling you, I'm going to go down to my grave. When I grew up, when I was a little kid, we had a man who was our weatherman. His name was Don McNeely. And when we were kids, we used to say, Don said it would, so it won't. So I am a pessimist when it comes to the weather people. They get so excited and they just want to tell you stuff and it's going to be really bad. And then it goes right above us or right below us. But anyway, I'm just saying, I'm going to err. This is what I always do. I prepare for the worst, but I pray and expect the best. So that's how it's going to go down. But I'll show y'all what I do and stuff. Let's see, today's Friday. Oh, so today's Sunday. So that video will be posted like this evening or something. So anyway, stay tuned. I did call church, or I messaged the church, kids church, because I still ain't got no voice. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's contagious or what. I don't mind sharing it with my coworkers since it's not the COVID, but I do mind sharing it with the little kids, and I don't want them to get sick at the beginning of the new year, and then all of them go back to school sick. So, yeah. So, all right. I love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow.